All right, we are back. Don't know what happened. Facebook booted us.
Yes.
Didn't like all the bad things Emery was saying about Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
Nah, I was saying.
But we are back. Emery was just about to start sharing his deer hunting story. So I think you had started, but go ahead and take it from the top.
So, like I was saying, we have a very nice deer blind, and we were out there all day on opening day.
Well, why don't you take it back? Start all over.
Okay, so for opening day and hunting in general, we go up north where we have a cabin, and it is a tradition on opening day that we sit out all day from 6:30, actually 6, till 30 minutes after dark. So on opening day, we saw deer at about first light down our shooting lanes, and we saw a buck cruising one of our shooting lanes with his head down. Didn't get enough time to.
You can. Why don't you share a little bit about our deer blind, what we've done to the property?
So we've been working on this property and making it to the best of our abilities kind of each year for the past 5 years since I've really started going up there. We have been working on food plots, shooting lanes, all that stuff. And second year, we shot a big 10-point. That got us, me, you, everyone pretty much up there excited.
Yeah.
And since then, we've put in a lot more work where we shot him out. We called that death row. Became a very distinct area of the property. And then this last year, we got a new deer blind that I was talking about. And I was like, we need to name this thing. It's huge. So I said, what if we call it 10-Point Tower? And good name. And then
good name.
That year.
Last year,
on opening day, 5:15
p.m. Yep.
p.m. right before dark. Well, close to dark. A buck that I named Goliath, cruises down death row. My dad sees it, and he pops out. I'm like, there he is. My dad's like, no, that's just the does down the food plot. And then I was like, there he is. And he's like, where? This smokes it. So Goliath
was a big 10-point.
And then we put in a lot more work this year. And
a lot more habitat improvement work, new shooting lanes, travel corridors, all sorts of fun stuff, hinge cutting. A little quick shout out to our buddy Colin Koskinen at Legendary Habitat. He does a lot of habitat improvement work. So he was up there and, put a lot of work in trying to continuously improve the property and the habitat on the property.
Yeah. So kind of back to where I was at.
And I finished the blind.
Oh, yeah.
As some people, our deer blind is pretty bougie.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But we're out there all day. We want it to be nice.
Yeah.
Emery said, it's like, we weren't seeing a whole lot of deer. Okay, we could be sitting inside, not seeing any deer at, the cabin or at home, or we could be sitting here and it's just as comfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, go ahead.
So, like I was saying, we sit out there all day. It's just a tradition since I've gone up there pretty much. So, like I was saying, we saw a deer first daylight, at daylight. The buck was cruising, didn't get enough time to really get a crack at it.
9:30, I think he cruised through. Didn't even really get to see what he was.
Yeah, you just kind of looked at him, saw that he had antlers. And then we kind of got ready to shoot him if he came out.
The nice thing about our shooting lanes, real quick, is they kind of branch off in angles.
Yeah.
And so we got our deer blind in front of us. We have a decent sized food plot with some apple trees and that. And then
We have like 4 shooting lanes.
I mean, we got
Main
1,
trail, that
2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much 6. We got 2 off to the east.
Mm-hmm.
6 different shooting lanes. So the hope here was that deer was going to cross one shooting lane. We were getting ready for him to shoot cross the next one, and he didn't. He ended up.
We don't know.
He went to the north and went through a little woodlot area. So.
And then after that, slow out. We didn't see any deer until right at the sun was starting to set, and we saw some does down the one shooting lane about 115 yards. Then they kind of left. We thought that buck might have been still up there because there was a fawn, a yearling that was running around, but nothing ever popped out.
Yep.
And then the day after.
So that was Saturday. This is Sunday now.
We actually were like watching football. That's how nice the deer blind is. We watched football.
Yes, Saturday we watched Michigan game and some other college football out there, and then Sunday we watched the Lions played later, but we watched the first game, that Commanders Miami game.
Yeah, Madrid.
Yeah, a couple of real quick comments here in the chat. Lauren Hotchkiss, congrats on your first year. Kim Dunn says congrats. Jesse James says, Emery, have you ever had buck fever? So
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Didn't you tell me you were shaking a little bit when
I
we
was
were
not shaking? I was just kind of like antsy. That's different.
When that buck came in and we were lined up because we were going to try to double up on him if he crossed that other shooting lane, and Emery was.
I was not.
He was antsy.
I was just. We waited there for like 20 minutes.
He told me afterwards, I've never felt like that before.
Okay.
So yes, he has. That was buck fever.
Maybe. I don't know.
He was getting excited.
I was. Yeah.
All right. He's got another question here. Yeah. My mom says Goliath caused him to get buck fever. Yeah. All these, we film all of our hunts. They're all published out there on YouTube. So if anybody's interested in watching those, the first 10 point is out there. Even the doe that I shot the 1 year, that goes back to 2020, the buck in 21, Goliath last year, and this doe hunt is all on film as well. So,
and there's other hunts too.
There's a bunch of other hunts too, but these hunts out of this specific location have all been filmed, put out on YouTube. I can post the link in the chat, but yeah, if you look up Michigan hunting Bobby Roop on YouTube, you'll find him. But this doe hunt was completely filmed as well, and I will be working on putting that video out probably in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So anyway, this leads us into Sunday. We're watching football.
Yes, we were watching football, played chess. No, wait. We played chess Saturday.
Played chess Saturday.
We're playing cards.
I beat Emery in chess.
Once. I beat him once, too.
Yeah. We tied.
It's a sore subject. And
we have here's how bougie the blind is. We've got a full-blown heater. We take our coats off, take our boots off.
We have shelves, footrest.
We have food. We have a little card table. Pretty much, it's a little mini cabin out in the woods. So, this is Mel from Tallahassee tuning in. Glad that you. And Chris is currently watching us on YouTube probably right now. Glad that you're here. All right, so yeah, the blind, we've got a little card table, so we're able to play chess, play some card games, just have a good time relaxing out there. So anyway.
Oh, question. Running water in the cabin? No, that's a next year project.
No running water, no electricity yet. Next year we're
installing solar panels.
Next year we'll probably have electricity out there.
Yeah.
Actually, our cabin that we hunt, our actual sleeping cabin, does not have running water. We have an outhouse.
Yeah.
So, but we do have electricity and heat in that cabin. But all right, so Sunday.
We don't see a deer all day. Until.
Well, we saw turkeys.
We
saw barn cats.
We saw the Black Panther.
Black
Panther Jr.
Birds, squirrels. Not a single deer.
We saw things that look like deer.
Yeah, I call them not-a deers. Like, oh, there's not a deer. Because you look at something, the bush, and it looks like a deer.
Well, even the first day, right at sunrise, I look over, and there's like this one bush. And when the sun's just starting, there's like shadows that look like ears, and they like wobble.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's a deer. Another bush, there's like a shadow, literally, that just looks like a deer. There's a stump down the one shooting lane.
Yeah. We have a lot of little things out in our shooting lanes that
look like not a deer.
And the sun's just starting to peek up. They look like deer.
Yeah.
So.
And then at 4:30, right? At 4:30, down death row, some does step out. 3 does and a button buck.
Yep.
Step out. And, well, at first it was just 2 does. Or no, it was a button buck that stepped out first.
Yep.
Then a yearling behind him came out. They're eating down. We kind of have like a food plot down there. And then a doe comes out. Not a huge doe.
No, she was probably, I think, 1.5 years old doe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, then, through the trees, I think, my dad was looking through his binoculars, and he's like, "Oh, there's another one." He's like, "That's a good one," and steps out, clearly bigger than all the other ones. As you could tell that it was.
She was a good sized doe. And just again, a little bit more background of the story. So the blind is 8 foot by 6 foot. And we went with the bigger blind for the 2 of us. And then I want the girls to come out there with me. So we wanted enough space to where we can all be out there and move around. So part of the issue we were dealing with in our last blind was that there wasn't enough room for Emery to get in position if he was going to shoot something. So we needed something bigger, especially down death row where that angle was. Like, I wouldn't have enough room to get out of his way for him to shoot in front of me or whatever without making a ton of noise. So with this blind, plenty of room.
And it's insulated too, and it's
pretty
soundproof.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. So when all this is happening, again, it's getting dark. 4:30, the sunset just slightly after 5. So we knew it was only like an hour left. I wanted to get Emery in position. So we moved, our chairs out of the way, got Emery over to that window, got things lined up, got the gun out the window, and just got ready. We were
kind of waiting for her to come in closer. When she stepped out, she's probably about like 80 yards.
Probably 100.
100.
Yep.
So far for me, I guess.
Yeah, so more backstory is Emery's had a little confidence issue the last few years. I mean, he's only 12. But we've gone out there the last few years, and Emery has shot his gun and has done well shooting at targets. Just hadn't had a whole lot of confidence yet to take a deer. This year, my dad had won a new firearm that has a suppressor on it, and Emery was very confident with this gun. It doesn't kick much. It's very quiet.
Yes.
And so he was super confident this year, which was nice.
Mm-hmm. And it's the same gun that I had, same style gun as that I'd been shooting the couple years before that. So I was used to how the gun kicked and everything, except this time it was just quiet.
Yeah.
Like silent pretty much.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
So we had practiced with it, and I was pretty confident with it. I knew that if a deer came, I'd probably kill it. But I had never shot past 50 yards.
Right.
Ever. And I was like, I mean, I could probably shoot it at like 80. I felt confident with this gun. Like really confident. So the I was kind of waiting for a buck to come out because I wanted my first year to be a buck. And the first 10 point that we shot, we were actually about to shoot. I was about to shoot a doe. And my dad looked over and he was like, "Oh, big buck." So I was kind of like waiting for that moment, kind of, even though like probably wasn't going to happen. So we were waiting for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She kind of just was like eating and started like coming closer. She was about like 65 yards, I think. And
we were waiting potentially for a buck to step out. So I'm looking out all the other windows. Emery's keeping his eye on her. And we were also wanting her to give time to kind of feed in closer. And the whole time she was out there, she was mostly
quartered,
facing us or slightly quartering. So wanted to make sure it was a nice, clean, ethical shot and get her broadside. So we were kind of waiting for those stars, to align. And
it did at about 65 yards. And she was kind of quartered at one spot. And my dad's like, that's pretty decent. And I was kind of like, yeah, I was confident that she was, I mean, it's a doe. It's not like a buck, really. And, does are just going to come in closer pretty much unless you or something else spooks them. So she came in a little bit closer, turned broadside. Dad's like, "Emery, that was the perfect shot." And I shot, and she made a huge kick. Almost, my dad's like, she almost front flipped. She jumped so high. And I pretty confident that I made a good shot. But what my dad was like, "Oh, you smoked her." But what kind of like, I was like, that looked so good. Like I didn't pull the gun, it right where I was aiming, pretty much. But what was weird is like, I thought that it like hit wood because that gun is so quiet that the only thing that you hear is it hit the bullet actually hitting the deer.
Yeah, the suppressed gun, it's very quiet. I've never shot anything with a firearm before where you actually hear the bullet hit the animal, and that this gun is so quiet, we actually heard the contact. So it was interesting.
And I didn't know that's like what it was. I was like, did it like hit wood or something?
Yeah, I knew it looked like a great shot. And what's nice about filming is then we have instant replay, right? And so we were able to go back to the camera, do some slow-mo frame by frame, confirm that it was a good shot. And how were you feeling?
I was pretty excited. You were like, you smoked her. And if he says that you smoked her, so I'm like, yeah, then I probably did. Thinking, yeah, I probably made a really good shot. We got down, found first blood, waited a little later till dark. Tracked her. She went about the same. She went about like 70 yards, 65 yards, I think it was. And what's funny is that I was following the blood trail, and it was going straight, and I was kept looking for more. And Dad's like, "No, look back this way." And I'm like, "Okay, but the blood trail's going this way." And he's like,
That's good.
"So now look back up." And I was like, "Okay." And I like looked around, and I was like, "Oh." And there she was.
I don't know why this is being. There we go. Yeah, so this is
right there.
It was her with my dad was there to be there on the track, which was cool. It was snowing. It was a pretty cool moment. But yeah, the track, she went about 60 some yards, and it was a decent trail. But yeah, it was because I was telling Emery, go, blood to blood, blood to blood. And,
I've done tracks before.
he's tracked deer before, but it was okay, follow, connect the dots. And so he was looking forward, and I had looked over and seen that she was laying there. So I kind of stood back and let him see if he could find it. Again, I've filmed all this. So
when you were filming it, did you like show it or anything?
I don't know if I showed it or not, but I got Emery's reaction when he found her, and it's going to be a cool video when we get that put together.
Yeah.
Couple more comments. So Jesse said his first year was when he was 12 with a shotgun. He said the Hunt Kid podcast. And Sarah says, I'm definitely enjoying the show. Thank you. Jesse asked, how far did she run? We answered that. Emery, are you getting your friends involved in hunting?
My friends, they're not really like, their family don't really, like, their family doesn't really hunt.
Some of your friends do, but.
Yeah, but a lot of my friends don't.
Yeah.
And the people that like want to hunt usually like already do hunt.
Yeah.
But I told people about it.
Right. So Angela says, congratulations. Sarah says, awesome meat in the freezer, and I'm sure you're hooked. Yes, he's hooked. He's been asking, when can we go again? So he's ready to go again, which is cool. Jesse says, we probably get Ted Nugent on here for questions. Yeah, we might be able to. And Mel from Tallahassee says, congrats. So there's a nice photo of Emery. You can see the suppressed 350. You can see the doe there. Pretty cool photo. There was another question Jesse had asked earlier. Did you gut it yourself?
Oh, no. No. Nope. I sat on the sidelines.
He held a leg.
Yeah.
So it was a fun experience. I mean, obviously, I'm happy for him. I was 14 when I shot my first deer, which was a doe. Emery's 12. My grandpa, who's 91, he's still kicking, still hunting. He called Emery, congratulate him, and he said he was 13 when he shot his first deer. So Emery beat him. And, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
We went back out Monday, saw another buck cruising, but it was a pretty slow weekend overall. But definitely this was what we were after, trying to get Emery his first deer, and excited that it happened.
Yep.
And now he's ready to go back.
Yeah, I think I've probably asked you like 3 times, 3 or 4 times.
Yep. So we will try to get back out probably this weekend and next weekend, and we do need some more meat for the freezer. We need probably 2 more.
2 more?
2 more would be ideal.
Just tag out.
Well, we got the bear. We got 150 pounds of bear meat.
We're gonna need another freezer.
And now we got some venison. So Angela says, my son doesn't have many friends who hunt, but he has some that we've introduced him to, and those are his people. He's for the youth hunt 2 years and got one, I'm assuming, for the youth hunt 2 years now. Keep up the strong work. And then my mom says, congratulations, Emery. I bet a Lions player would maybe help him with you if you ask. Yeah, so Emery has interviewed a few different Lions players, trying to get some more people on the podcast. Again, this week, straying a little bit from our typical sports conversations, but we've actually had people ask us, when are you going to talk about hunting?
Yeah.
And here we are making a hunting episode out of it. If for those of you guys that know me, Okay. He says, I bet a Lions player would hunt with you if you ask. Yeah, that would be really sweet.
With me?
Yeah. The corn is cut here. All right. If the corn is cut, then I need to get over there because that corn wasn't cut the other day. And if they're cutting corn, it's time to time to be over there. I've been in the hunting thing for a long time, hunting my whole life, and then filming my hunts for the last, what did we say?
25 years.
20 some years.
Well, whenever you...
I mean, my dad had started filming hunts even before that, but I've been filming my hunts for 20 years now, and then more at a higher level, I guess, for the last 10 to 15 years, I would say. And so been on a lot of different hunting podcasts and have a lot of friends in the hunting industry and all that. So I'm excited that Emery, and actually most of our videos, Emery was saying, like the Goliath video, the Big Buck Down video.
I said all your popular videos are with me in it.
Emery is the co-star in all my
co-star. Okay.
In my most popular hunting videos on YouTube. So a lot of people like to see Emery. They like that we're doing this as well. And yeah, it's been fun. I told him that's why his middle name is Hunter. Emery Hunter. Mm-hmm. So he's living up to that name now.
Yep.
So Mel's asked, have you met Ted Nugent? I've actually not met Ted Nugent.
Who's Ted Nugent? He's
the rock and roll Fred Bear.
Oh, yeah.
But he's also a great white hunter from Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
He's one actually I've never met. I've met a lot of guys in the hunting industry, but not him. I would enjoy a young kid hunting podcast. It's family tradition. Yeah. Yeah, it's, again, Emery's got to experience the kind of truest sense of the tradition driving up north the last 5 years or so. And
I was putting work back in 2019.
Yeah. He's been alongside with all the habitat work we put in. He's been right out there with me and with everything. And so, but he's experienced the up north hunt camp side of it, and Mayo, Michigan, which is one of the more traditional areas, and he's gone to the buck pole last few years, and we have a good time up there. And it's been
like a
fun.
holiday.
But yeah, I mean, we could, and obviously we're doing this hunting special today. We can always have some other hunting topics and whatnot too on here. It's Detroit sports and more. So
more is a lot of stuff.
More can be a lot of stuff. Emery might even get invited on to his own other hunting podcast. Got a few different friends on different hunting podcasts. The Deer Hunter podcast, which I'm kind of a part of now, and Habitat podcast, Legendary Habitat podcast. There's a bunch of them. Maybe you go on one of those and start telling your story. You have a contact for Ted, that would be sweet. Ted is a cool dude. I like him. He's can be controversial, but I think so can I sometimes. So, all right. Anything else you want to share before we wrap it up? We've been back live 31 minutes. Sorry for the technical issues. Have no clue what happened. Facebook just decided to drop us. So. But thank you guys for coming back to listen to this portion. We will be obviously cleaning this up and publishing back out on all the streaming platforms. I'll put the link to the YouTube channel in the chat, and you guys can check that out. Jesse says, my cousin is part of a local hunting podcast. Yeah, let me know, Jesse. I mean, I'm curious to hear who that is. You might have even told me about him before, but I know quite a bit of people in that space.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. Emery gets recognized for the Sports Kid podcast and hunting. When we're up in Mayo, Emery's like a legend up there.
Yeah, okay.
We go to the Buck Bowl and we get people walking up to us saying hi and great job. And
Yeah, that we know.
I didn't know the one guy. The other guy we just seen at the Buck Bowl. So.
Oh, yeah. The one guy who's like, love your YouTube channel.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jesse, for tuning in and the encouraging words. Appreciate that for sure. And we will be back. Do you have anything else before we close it down?
I don't think so.
Okay. Emery's excited. He's hooked. And we'll be back out. If we got more exciting news, we'll be sharing it on here for sure. So, all right. I think that's it for us. We will be back next Monday for sure. Thanksgiving week. Maybe we'll talk about some things we're thankful for next week.
Yeah.
Thankful for this deer, maybe a Lions victory.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow on all the different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. Give us some feedback, comments there. We'd appreciate it. And until next time, have a blessed week. See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to another Sports Kid podcast. See you next week.